Heaven I tube, it's Abla. Today I wanted to talk about the spiritual, some people may say, or the metaphysical implications of adding, well, subtracting, adding negative, inorganic materials, tools, objects, inorganic things to our organic space within our organic body or on the outside, adding anything in our realm, anything in our space to ourselves that is not organic. So specifically, I want to talk about things like hair, fake hair for females or males these days. Fake hair, makeup, fake nails, even not fake nails, just nail polish. What else is there? Tattoos, things of that sort. It's basically altering our organic form and putting on these costumes of the world that the world gave us. So I want to talk about the spiritual implications of that. And to preface, though, I want to say it's not just about things, these physical little things like hair, makeup, tattoos, things like that, piercings that we can put on our bodies, but it's also about what we're putting inside our bodies, which will be, this is a whole other video to be honest, but things like food and even our thoughts that we're ingesting can impact our organic material. But today I just wanted to focus on things like hair and makeup and the metaphysical implications of that. So maybe I'll use the word spiritual, might be simpler to digest, but metaphysical is really just, I think the formal definition, it would be said, is that it's the reality outside of human sense perception. That's what I've read. If you Google, that's what it'll tell you, and that's what most people would refer to as spiritual. So everything that we can perceive, everything within human sense perception, meaning the five senses that we are told that we have, everything within human sense perception also must be metaphysically present before it can be physically present, let's say. So nothing can be without being energy, without existing spiritually. Nothing natural, of course, because today we have things in the world, and we even eat things that are not alive, so to speak. But everything must exist in the spiritual before it can take form, take shape in the physical, right? So everything physical must have a metaphysical link, implication, or tie. So us being, obviously we're organic material, we're alive, most of us. Adding things that are not alive, and even if they are, they're draining, they're subtracting from our natural life force. They're made to suck our life force away from us. Adding those things really digs us deeper into the system and disrespects our organic, our naturality. It disrespects that. So even something like, obviously I have hair growing out of my head, but to alter that, first of all, to simply alter that, is like, why? Why are we altering ourselves in the first place? What is the reason? What is the reason that we alter ourselves? Do we even know? I couldn't give you an answer right now why I would want to alter the way that I was made. Because like I said before, all we do in the world is disrespect the highest side. And the only reason to alter the way I was made is as a form of disrespect, to be honest. It serves nothing, it serves no one to alter yourself. So I have hair growing out of my head. Living in the world, even me myself, I would alter that hair. Persons use chemicals to do things like relax their hair, and that actually seeps into your body, by the way. Anything you put on your head can seep into your body. You can actually put medicine on your head, on your scalp, and it can get into your body. So anything you're doing, dyeing your hair. It's literally called dyeing your hair with colors, chemicals, all those things. Any type of chemicals, anything that is not natural, anything you were not given by the high side should not be used on your body. So altering our hair, the hair that grows out of our heads, putting fake hair on there, weaves made from plastic, even coming from other people's heads or animal heads, and adding that to our bodies. Piercings can also be very dangerous because your body is like a big crystal. I think I've said this before. Your body is like a big crystal. So you have different energetic points, something like a belly button piercing or certain ear piercings. Your whole body is linked. So you pierce a certain part of your body, you think you're just piercing your trachea, and really it's affecting your ovaries. And you think, oh, did I just say trachea? I meant to say tragus, the tragus piercing. Your trachea is in your throat. I know this. But I'm not going to stop the video. Your trachea is in your throat. I know this. But the tragus piercing, pardon the sound. Your tragus piercing. I said trachea. But your tragus piercing, and you're really altering your organs or your belly button. Belly button is a very important energetic center. Clearly I'm having brain freezes. Your belly button is a very important energetic center. And many people pierce their belly buttons in the world, and it's not safe because, like I said, everything you're doing to yourself physically as a natural being has metaphysical implications. So anything you do, pierce your nose. I had a nose piercing less than a year ago. I'm not exempt from this. I'm speaking because I've dealt with it and I know what I've done and I know what is going on in the world. I had a nose piercing less than a year ago. It's not there anymore. I've taken it out since, but everything you do, every type of altering you do to yourself physically has a metaphysical implication. The hair, the piercings, the tattoos, what else? All of it. Any type of altering to how you were created naturally has a spiritual, metaphysical implication. You're basically chipping away at yourself. I don't want to use the word because we're not dying. You're subtracting from yourself. Every time you get a different piercing or you alter your hair, you put on makeup, and these makeups are made from dangerous chemicals, which we know now. I think that information is more widespread, the chemicals that are in makeup and even body products like lotion, deodorant, stuff like that. The information is a little bit more widespread now, the dangers of those chemicals. However, we still use those and add those to our bodies as a part of our natural, our daily routines, not natural routines, our daily routines in the world, of course. And all of that has spiritual implications because you're taking away from your life force when you use makeup. When you use simple lotion, Jergens lotion, you're taking away from your life force because you don't need that. That's not what you were made with. That's not what you were given. All we need is what we were given. It's what I've said many times before. So all of these things in the world that they tell you is to beautify yourself, females and even males, beautify yourself, and not just beautify yourself, because like I said, it's simple daily products like lotion or deodorant. Those things are actually sucking your life force. Everything in the world, everything in the world is made to further entrap you into the system, and you don't even know unconsciously. Even the water you're using to shower has dangerous chemicals in it. Everything in the world is used to dig you deeper into the program. If you've seen the most recent Matrix, the most recent one, when Trinity and Neo were trapped in there, I specifically am remembering Trinity, how her whole family, her husband and children were actually programs, and they were used and tools to keep her entrapped in the system. And that's what everything in the system is. Even persons you keep around you, the things you're adding to yourself, you're thinking that you're adding, but you're really subtracting. are just to keep you entrapped in the system. Everything. It can be people. It's definitely when you choose yourself to add things and alter yourself, to cut your hair, to put fake eyelashes on, things like that, in order to appease to who? To what? Who are we here to appease and to appeal to? To be honest, all of that comes from the author of confusion that serves the author of confusion, because it is confusion. When I ask you right now, who are we here to appease to? Why do we alter ourselves? What is the purpose of altering yourself? I couldn't give you an answer. If you asked me 2 years ago when I had a nose piercing and I was wearing some makeup, even if I was never heavily into that, I don't have tattoos or anything like that, I was still a part of it though. Nobody is exempt. The world stains us all. Nobody is exempt from that. If you had asked me then, who is this to appease to? Why do we alter ourselves? I still couldn't give you an answer, but I was doing it. I was participating and I didn't know why. I couldn't give you a straight answer as to why. Why do you have a nose piercing? Because it looks good. It looks good for who? For what? Why? You know? And that's when you can realize this is confusion. This is just a big mess of confusion, and it supports the author of confusion, which rules the world. The world is all about confusion and serving yourself, not serving God. Because when you serve God, you know you don't need to alter yourself whatsoever, especially not physically, because like I said, that's having spiritual implications. If you ever alter yourself physically, know it has spiritual implications, and know what those implications are, and they must be an addition and never a subtraction. So yes, these things like hair and makeup, they're all dangerous. They're all used to keep us trapped into the system. They're costumes. It gives you a costume. You're already you're not entrapped. You have an illusion of being entrapped. You're already having this illusion of being entrapped. And then they give us fake personalities and identities that we use in the world, you know, names, school, job, upbringing, things like that they give us. And then on top of that, they give us these costumes, tattoos, hair, makeup, piercings, all those things they give you. And all of these things are working to keep you and your mind colonized in the system. So all of these things have spiritual implications. You think you might just be painting your nails pink. I am someone who always had my nails done. I will tell you that from a very young age. I had my nails done. Always had dangerous things on my nails. Let's say that. Always had nail polish on my nails. And that for years, without me knowing, I'm thinking I was just painting my nails pink. First of all, like I said, altering myself is spiritually, what is the word? Ungrateful. It's ungrateful to be altering myself. And then, of course, what is nail polish? Even when you open it, it smells like a dangerous chemical, and I'm putting that into my body. That goes into your body. You think you're just putting it on the surface. You think you're just applying a little mascara. But everything is seeping into your physical body, and everything is seen in the spiritual. Everything is seen and known and has a metaphysical implication when you do these things. So it's very important to let go of those things. It's very important. It's not just, it's about really the metaphysical implications. It's about the spiritual implications of wearing and adding and altering ourselves. Not just about deodorant is bad for you, so let me not use deodorant, because you can create natural deodorants, and we do excrete some natural scents sometimes. So something like makeup for females, it's not that you stop using the dangerous mascara and find some type of plant-based mascara. I've even seen plant-based nail polish. It's not about that. It's not just about the fact that it's a chemical and you want to be more vegan, so to speak. That's a vegan culture, to find alternatives, right? It's not about finding an alternative. It's about completely relinquishing that behavior, completely relinquishing it. It's not about swapping one out for the other. One is not better than the other because they are both a form of disrespect to yourself and how you were naturally created. So yeah, we never want to alter ourselves because it has more spiritual, metaphysical implication than we know. It is subtraction to our life force, literally. Walking around with my braids in my hair, mascara, nose piercing, what else? Walking around with the costume on, decorated. Why would I decorate myself when the high stars already decorated me? We have beautiful hair. We have beautiful skin. You know what our skin is like. Why would we alter that? There's no reason. It's nothing but disrespect and ungratefulness, like I've said many times before. And so we must always know in everything that we do in the physical realm, there's a spiritual implication. And I think that point that I made about not swapping, like not doing the whole vegan culture of alternatives, that's very important to know because, like I said, it's not just about swapping one nail polish for the cruelty-free nail polish or plant-based nail polish. Believe you me, I've seen that. It's not just about that. It's about relinquishing the need to control ourselves, not to control some type of appearance to appease to the confusion of the world, you know? Yes, I hope this was pretty clear. And like I said, no one is exempt. I'm not exempt. I just said I've worn, especially being West African, I've been having my hair braided since I can't even remember since when. With dangerous braiding hair that has dangerous chemicals in it, and seen many things, many beauty products, makeup culture. Told you I had nose piercing, all those things. I know what it is, and it is nothing but a subtraction to yourself. That's all it is a subtraction. So we want to really relinquish all those things. And yes, I know even some people create their own makeups and stuff like that out of plants even, and that's beautiful. Literally through like crushing plants and things like that. That's beautiful because maybe as females we have this natural yearning to beautify ourselves, which I'm not going to demonize that because we see in we see peacocks in nature. Many species have a peacock type of behavior that they will employ. Not so much beautifying themselves, but somehow making themselves appealing. And all of this is talking and goes towards reproduction and self-preservation, right? So I'm not going to demonize the making of natural makeups. Like I said, some people will crush up raspberries and create blush. I've seen that. And I won't demonize that. But I will say we always have to ask ourselves, why must we alter ourselves? Why must we alter the way we were created? Why must we put a costume on? Why do you want to decorate what is already highly decorated and highly favored, right? We have to ask ourselves, who are we serving when we do these things? Why are we doing these things? And know that we must never serve confusion in the things that we are doing. Even like things like creating natural products, natural makeups and stuff like that, we must always keep in mind not to be serving the worldly programs and ideals that we were taught, because they hide in your mind. To be honest, you could think you're creating a natural lip tint out of some berries. I've seen that many times. But why? We must always ask ourselves, why do we do these things? Yes, I'm not demonizing that whatsoever, because like I said, in nature, we see a natural flaunting. Animals do it, a natural flaunting. So I'm not demonizing that whatsoever. But I'm just saying we have to always ask ourselves why and who we are serving in everything we do. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today. And I hope it was understood. And I'm not exempt, like I said. I'm never exempt from these things. I've experienced them myself and still experiencing them myself. Certain worldly wants sometimes, you know? So we just always have to watch ourselves, be the watcher of your own mind, because the system plants little tiny ideas in there. We must know that they are not our own. We must always know who we are serving in every action, right? So yes, that's what I want to talk about today. Thank you for watching. Guide Eye.